Hey, hello, welcome back. My name is Jack, the snack that smiles back. It's time for the usual shtick, bit of classical stories on the internet. So sit back and enjoy.
Or don't. We're not here to tell you what to do.
Yeah. I'm not your daddy. You gotta pay for that kind of service. Am I the a-hole for telling my cousin my best friend slept with her fiancé while we were on vacation? That is a great opening title, well done. For context, I have known my best friend for about 10 years. We, both 23, met in middle school. My cousin, who's 25 and a female, and her fiancé, who's a 28-year-old male, have been dating for about 8 years, and engaged since March of 2020. The wedding is in December. Because of COVID, we hadn't been able to celebrate the engagement until recently. So, my cousin and my uncle rented a house in Italy for a week. It was going to be the cousins, the ones over 18, my cousin's friends, her fiancé, and some of his friends. All we had to do was cover planned ticket expenses. My cousin asked if I was planning on inviting my best friend as well, and that she was welcome to come if I wanted. Of course, I said yes. Okay, so I can already see it's technically your fault then. You caused this to happen. Fast forward to the trip, everything goes fine. We all have a great time. I noticed that my best friend and fiancé were getting along pretty well, but nothing alarming. They had met multiple times prior at different events. I mean, everyone was getting along, so nobody thought anything of it. One of the last nights we decided to go out. We are having a great time dancing, drinking, and suddenly, my best friend tells me and my cousin she's super tired and is going to take a taxi home. Fiancé hears this and tells us he's going to head home and call it a night as well. They order a taxi, and another friend of the fiancé joins them. We end up going home early that morning after watching the sunrise. Head to bed, everything is fine. We go back home a few days later. About a month passes, and life has gone back to normal, except my best friend is being a bit weird. I share an apartment with her, by the way, until one night, we are sitting down on the couch, and she just breaks down and tells me she has something to tell me, but she feels awful about it. But I have to promise not to tell anyone. I say of course, because, well, this is my best friend. Oh no. This is a real challenge of your relationship dynamics. She proceeds to tell me that on the night they left the bar early, they ended up sleeping together. That they were smoking outside and started talking and ended up having some more wine, and that it just happened. Okay, it never just happens. You don't just happen to suddenly be, inside the other person. There has to have been some slight motive to do that in the first place. You don't just slip on a banana peel and all of a sudden you're both butt naked together. That's not how it works. You have to be under 18 to not realize that. I was stunned. I didn't know what to say. I told her, I can't believe you done this. Wait, what's the meme? I can't believe you done this. Anyway. I'm not rambling, shut up. She tells me that if I don't tell her, she will never know. We get into a huge fight. A few days later, I decide to go to my cousin's house and tell her. Not because I want to hurt anyone, but because she needs to know who she is marrying. Well, she's ticked off, calls her fiancé, and everything goes downhill from there. Now, my whole family is so angry at my best friend and at me for bringing her. They are currently not speaking to me, saying I should have picked my friends better, that I've played a part in ruining her life.
But maybe she should have picked her fiancé better. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, wow. She literally saved her life. My best friend is also ticked off that I told her, saying she feels betrayed and like she can't trust me anymore.
Maybe you shouldn't have slept with a guy who was engaged.
Yeah! This is really hypocritical. My cousin is the only one who's on my side, but she's a bit busy trying to figure everything out. Am I the a-hole for telling her?
Absolutely
Man,
not.
Yeah, I don't care what the comments say. We're gonna look at them anyway, but no way, you're not the a-hole for that. Curious, so let's see if there's anyone defending this lady. Oh, you are the a-hole. Friends stick together no matter what. Oh, there are! You're the a-hole. None of this chaos would have blown up in anyone's face if you hadn't decided to press the button. The act was over and done with. Your best friend felt terrible and ashamed. Just leave them alone. What happens if your cousin decides to forgive him? She'll resent you you as well. You only told her to ease your own conscience.
What?
Yeah, how selfish of you. The act was done and over with. I am glad you're not a police officer or a judge or something. That is... I mean, yeah, they shot you, but I mean, the act was done and over and well, you know, they felt bad about it, so you're fine. God damn, that's so dumb.
I hate how the family's angry at the best friend like it's her fault. Like, what, we're just going to sweep this man's infidelity under the rug?
It was the best friend and the fiancé who did this.
Yeah.
You just exposed it. Like, you're like a journalist that actually does their job right. Next story, am I the a-hole for not supporting my fiancé's new studies and not wanting to go to his brother's wedding? We have been together for just over 2 years, engaged for 9 months. My fiancé relocated to live with me. I work full-time and weekends for a charity. We have a huge launch literally days away. The future of the charity depends on it, so I'm super busy. We have also had a really sick dog to deal with requiring emergency surgery, so it's pretty full on. I was offered an opportunity to get my PhD at a prestigious university starting this autumn, and after talking it through with my daughter and partner, decided to go for it. I will still work full-time and be the sole earner. Now, my fiancé doesn't work. As our household is very busy and my job has a significantly higher salary, we agreed that he would look after the household things like food shopping, housework, and vet appointments, and I would continue to work. Living the housemaid life, yeah mate.
As long as there's mimosas for breakfast on Sundays.
It worked okay for a while. Then he didn't have time to do things like housework as he was so busy. He sees a personal trainer 3 times a week, has football training twice a week, and plays football on Saturday. And in ice baths and occasional golf, and he was complaining about not having time to do stuff.
Is she bankrolling him for this?
I don't know.
Well, he doesn't have a job, and he's out there living his best stay-at-home husband life.
So we decided to send out the bulk of our laundry. House still not being cleaned. It needs hoovered and mopped daily due to dogs. This would drive me insane as I'm working from home surrounded by dust and dirt, but knowing I have to work so I can't get to it. I would spend all day Saturday cleaning. We agreed to get a daily cleaner in as at least the house would be clean, leaving my fiancé to do the bare minimum of taking out trash and vet appointments. 3 weeks ago, he said he wanted to go back to college to do a course as a mature student. Trying to be supportive, I agreed. Fast forward 3 weeks, and now he says he wants to go into medicine. I have been doing the housework and kitchen cleanups and laundry as now he's studying. I'm seriously considering not doing my PhD as I don't know how I will cope. My fitness is non-existent as I am no longer going to the gym. I've gained weight and I really don't want to go to his brother's wedding. It's in another country and a few days before this huge launch. I feel like he has had major transformation. Personal trainer, dentistry work, designer wardrobe in the last 2 years, and I have gone the opposite way. I don't want to go to this wedding feeling so unconfident. Now, am I the a-hole for resenting that he decides to study now when I am a few weeks away from launch and 3 months before I would start my PhD? I'm gonna have to, personally, I think no a-holes here purely because it doesn't sound like he's being completely lazy with his responsibilities, but he just wants to pursue something a bit more productive to his own personal life.
Yeah, it sounds like he got very comfortable with a certain style of life. Maybe if he put a little bit more effort into their relationship. Yeah. I mean, I always encourage people to continue learning, so I think it's no a-holes here, because it's great that he wants to get into medicine.
If she's agreeing to do some of the daily cleaning and stuff, then yeah, I think it's only fair he should at least help ease some of her own workload too, because that's what she's doing. She's easing his workload, so why not trying to do what you can to help her on her end, make a bit of extra mimosas on the Sundays maybe. So let's see the worst comment though. Any terrible ones? No, it's just everyone's just saying,
dump his ass.
Leave him, dump his ass. He's such a lazy male. Gosh.
I don't understand how he doesn't have time to do anything, because he is only doing personal training sessions 3 times a week with a little bit of football on the weekends. And he's too busy to chuck in a load of laundry. And
they don't have kids. No. Doesn't mention anything about kids. He's just a sulky little boy.
Little bitch boy.
Ooh, Am I the a-hole for getting angry at a movie theater employee and being a Karen to him? See, I feel like when they say that they call themselves Karen at the start, it's like they're trying to... See, I've already called myself a Karen, so it's okay. But, you know, you're probably still an actual Karen. I, 17-year-old female, was with my friends, an 18-year-old male and 19-year-old male, at the movie theater to see a movie.
What a surprise.
Wow, really? I thought you only get popcorn from this. That's the popcorn store, isn't it? Where you get the popcorn it's like inflated by 2,000% or something? Yeah. The butter is made from breast milk of a flying swallow. I don't know. We were dressed up, having just come from a dance, and I was wearing heels. I'm a tall girl, about 5'10", and the heels made me even taller. Oh. Well, good day, Lady Demetrius. We were getting popcorn at the counter, and the kid behind the counter, who would have been about my height if I wasn't wearing heels, made a snide remark about my height. He said, "Aren't you a little tall to be wearing heels? You'd be the same height as me without them, which is already overgrown for a female." Wow! Oh.
You just know he gets all the ladies.
You're definitely not a Karen for wanting to reply to that. Wow. I was mad then and said maybe he should wear padded shoes to be taller because maybe he's undergrown for a guy. He gave me an evil glare as we were walking away, and my two friends said I embarrassed them by harassing the kid working behind the counter and being a Karen to him. They said I'm unhinged and annoying sometimes.
What? Get rid of them.
Yeah. Am I the a-hole for clapping it back against the employee? Okay, well, you weren't, I mean, yeah, okay, you were guys clapping back. I'm just...
Well, he clapped first, so... Like, what are you supposed to say in that situation?
The internet's ruined the term clapping for me because I keep thinking clapping of, like, ass cheeks. So I'm just imagining
her just on the counter, twerking.
Just like flapping as he speaks, and then she's just... And that's why they're embarrassed, because her butt's just flapping around as they're talking. I have weird visuals. Oh, but what do we think, Em? Oh, geez. It's a tricky one, eh?
I would say Natar, because he sounds like he has a lot of insecurities and doesn't understand that women can be tall.
Oh, gee, I don't know.
And wear what they want.
Nah. Come on, see, does anyone defend the guy? Ah, that's a shame. Oh, there are some Everyone Sucksy though. Oh, Yatar! I agree with your friends. Clapping back isn't necessary. Why lower your standards unless that is who you are? Yeah, okay, look, maybe if the guy swung a punch at you or something like that, and it was a clearly pathetic punch, or like it was a clear miss, or like, you know, they were just threatening to hit you, but they were too afraid to even step closer towards you. Sure, it's, you know, you're lowering to their level if you try and engage with them and that kind of thing. But this was literally them being completely unnecessary in their comments, and you just said the same kind of thing back to them. It's like, nah, you get what you dish. Some other one sucks here. Because I would assume your friends aren't talking about just this one incident with what they said. I was thinking that too when they mentioned how they find it unhinged and stuff. But even that said, even if she has a history of like making snide comments to other people, even if it wasn't warranted, this was still warranted. This was still very much deserved. So I don't think that really counts. Okay, that's the end of today's stories for now. Hope you had some fun. Thank you so much for watching. You've been amazing. If you got the time and you've enjoyed today's content, leave a like to just, help me out with the algorithm and the channel stuff. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to stick around for some more stuff on the daily, then subscribe. Me uploading daily. I swear I'll get better. Please, I'm sorry. That's me. You've been amazing. Love your face. Say bye, Em. Oh wait, I'm not even recording you. Oh, she said goodbye. Yeah, never mind. Fine, I'll record you. Bam, you're recording now. Say goodbye, Em.
Goodbye.
Yeah. We have fun here. Okay, see you later.